Okay, good. So let's go to the next step. Now we have used both methods to create the white box, so you can use any preferred method, either the select and fill or the rectangle tool, whichever method you prefer. Alright, so I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to use the rectangle tool. I'm going to change this to white, and then I'm going to draw a white box here. Uh, Here we go. So a bit of a mess, and uh, sorry. Okay, good. Now we have a white box, so we're gonna bring our images in. Uh, Good. Now the images that we're gonna be putting here, of course, are gonna be the MacBooks. Um, so we're gonna locate those images. Of course, this is one, this is two, and then we have one up here, which is gonna be three. So I'm gonna drag those images in. Of course, the last image that was selected, that one is always going to be first. So I would have had to select in reverse order if I wanted to get them from left to right, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna scale that one down, bring this one in. I'm just gonna place that because I have to edit that, and I'm also gonna place that. So we have two images that need to be edited. We need to hide some pixels in this image and of course this one also. So we're going to edit them. Now I'm going to, of course, open the Smart Object. So I'm going to double click on the Smart Object thumbnail. And in here we have three layers. Now, of course, we have to maintain the same structure, so I'm not going to add any new layer. I'm going to hide the shadow layer. I'm going to use the rectangular marquee tool to hide the pixels that I want. So, of course, I want to hide the one on the left. I can use the rectangular marquee tool to select that first. And then, of course, I can hide that. Alternatively, I could have selected the one on the right and show it. So it's up to you which one you want to do. Same concept anyway. I go to layer menu, layer mask, and I'm going to hide selection. Oh, my bad. Now, what happened there is that I applied a layer mask, but it's on the wrong layer. So always make sure that you select the right layer to apply the layer mask to, right? So that's a good example of where you might apply the effect, but it might not go through. That's because you selected the wrong layer, right? So I'm going to hide selection, and then I'm going to save and close this. And of course, when I go back here in my artwork, I have this here. I can scale it down, Control T. I'm going to scale it down proportionally. It's very important that it is scaled proportionally. And there it is. So we have that. Just going to put that here. So far, so good. Now I'm going to go to this one here, and I'm going to edit this. So I'm going to double click. And here we have, of course, a background. Now the structure has to remain the same. So I'm going to unlock the background, and I'm going to, of course, uh, get rid of the pixels on the left. Always make sure when you're doing the selection that you select everything. Make sure that it doesn't touch any of the pixels, or else it might end up, of course, leaving some of that behind. So you want to make sure that when you choose to marquee select, you select areas that do not touch the pixels that you're trying to hide or show. Okay, good. So I did that, I selected that, and now I'm going to apply the layer mask. I'm going to use Alt and left click here, which is faster. I'm going to use that method to hide. Of course, you know, left clicking on the add layer mask uh, option will always add a layer mask. Alt and left click will hide the selection, left click will show the selection. So far, that's how I want that. Now I'm going to have to convert this to a background. Remember, Smart Object has to maintain its structure. So I'm going to flatten this image. So I'm going to right click, flatten image, and now it's a background again. Now I can save this, and here we see the changes. Now currently this layer is above. As you notice here, there's some white space here. We can get rid of this. We can take this a step further and use the background or magic eraser to get rid of this background. No problem, right? But remember, anytime you decide to use the magic eraser, you have to convert, or I should say, you have to rasterize your layer, so it will no longer be a smart object. So always make sure after you use the magic eraser tool, make sure that you convert this back to a smart object. Right? So you right click, convert to smart object. So it's a smart object again. Now we can Control T to free transform of course, and we're going to scale this down proportionally, right? And there it is. Just pull it out. Now there's a little bit of pixel there left. That's because that was off the canvas, so the magic eraser did not get to erase that. So I'm just gonna delete it or hide it. I'm gonna hide it using the mask. Right, good. So it's hidden. Of course, you can always make sure that that's erased with the magic eraser by centering the image before you use the magic eraser. Okay, so there we have it. And that might have to go a little bit smaller, but for now we're good. So I'm gonna rename this image here MacBook 2. I'm gonna rename this one here MacBook 1. And I'm going to name, well, iMac 2 is going to stay as iMac 2. So I'm going to, of course, change layer 1 here to white box tree. I was supposed to do that first. I did not, but I'm doing it now. And I'm going to group all 4 of these layers. And I'm going to, of course, color code it. And we save our progress. And that's it for that step.